So apparently there's an agenda going around out there that I look like Alexis Ness. And I'm gonna be honest, out of all the agendas to be pushed against me, this is one I'm actually okay with. Because Ness is a fine little twink. And since we're talking about Ness, I think it's a good time to mention that I think Ness is going to be the German team's captain. With the release of Blue Lock Chapter 329, we got to see some performances of other New Generation 11 in the U20 World Cup. Specifically with Loki here, we see that he is wearing the captain's armband, meaning Loki is the captain of the France team. And this makes sense. We know Loki is the best U20 player currently. He is not incredibly calculated, but I would trust him to lead. But then you go over and you look at Kaiser here, and Kaiser doesn't seem to have the armband on either of his respective arms, meaning somebody on the German team is the captain of the team, and it's not Kaiser. Now, assuming there isn't another core important German player on the German team, realistically, I think Ness is the perfect candidate to be that captain. Despite his glazing for Kaiser, you have to acknowledge that Ness is pretty skilled when it comes to playmaking, but also just is a good leading figure. He's smart. He's got good game IQ. I would trust Ness to lead me into battle. But even Kaiser acknowledges Ness's qualities. He says dribbling, passing, imagination, all of his abilities are above criticism. And this is when it related to him wanting to pick out someone to manipulate to his own will. And he sees Ness, and Ness has really high level and high skill qualities. So obviously, he's a high-level player. We know this. But the imagination thing is something I really want to focus on because that means he's going to come up with these game plans that would lead his team to victory. And honestly, again, I would trust Ness to lead me into battle. Plus, even when held back by Kaiser, Ness was able to achieve a 93 stat total with an S ranking, with a 94 in offense, a 90 in dribbling, and a 97 in passing. Keep in mind, that 97 in passing is equal to what Charles is capable of producing with his passing. So, a limited Ness by Kaiser, right, so restricted Ness, was able to pull off a 97 score in passing, not being able to pass to his fullest potential, only to what Kaiser is capable of scoring off of. Yeah, I think Ness is the perfect candidate to be the captain, assuming there isn't any other core players on the German team that we're not aware of. Plus, I think it'd be such a huge step in Ness's development to be the captain, or essentially this leading figure on the team. He was always playing second fiddle to Kaiser, did what Kaiser told him to do, only listened to Kaiser, only did things in relation to Kaiser. Him being the captain means he's now the one dictating things. He's the one who's able to be like, all right, well, this is how, look up to me. I'm confident in this. I'm confident in my skills. I'm confident enough to lead you. That's a huge step for Ness's development, and honestly, I could totally see it.